Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a cryptocurrency show. We're going to be going through Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, the mid-term, the long-term, and also some interesting on-chain stuff. If I'm logged in, which I'm not logged in, so maybe not some on-chain stuff, but annoying. But liquidation levels we'll go through as well, and also some altcoins. We're going to be breaking down some altcoin charts. We're going to look at the market cipher as well. Some very interesting stuff to be expected, and also some cryptocurrency news we're going to be covering today. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight deep down, dirty and deceitful into the charts. Just going to take it nice and easy on the voice today because it's not been great the last couple of days, right? I had a really sore throat, so I'm trying it without headphones today, so I'm not shouting over music, and yeah, just taking it slow. So yeah, let's get straight into Bitcoin to start us off. You can see here on the hourly time frame, guys, we have sort of held the level here. The level that I'm talking about is that 64,700 area, 64,600. The low that we can see is 64,400. Now, very important to be looking at the RSI here on the hourly time frame here, guys, because you can see we actually do have a hidden bullish divergence. Okay, the hidden bullish divergence has appeared. Okay, it has appeared from yesterday evening, and we actually haven't seen any sort of major upside from that point. Okay, and a hidden bullish divergence, guys, that tends to usually mean that we are going to have continuation to the upside. Okay, so essentially what we're looking for here is continuation to the upside. Is this level of support to be respected? Okay, one thing that does concern me, guys, is going to be this bear flag scenario. Okay, this bear flag scenario, which I'm just drawing in now, and the fact that we're actually testing this to the lower side in terms of a level of support. Okay, so that is a level of concern for me, just because we are still in this trap zone. So it's not confirmed that we're going to be heading down just yet, but the measure move to the breakdown scenario for this chart pattern actually does bring us down to a new low of around 64,362. Okay, but very important area to really be looking out for there is going to be this the area that the measure move comes down to, right? And that is actually the volume weighted DTR band on the 60-minute and also the 15-minute. Very important area, guys. The reasoning for this is because you can see they are currently in a digressionary stance. Okay, they're currently in a digressionary stance, but they're basically slightly leveling out. Okay, the 15-minute is now in a progressionary stance, and the 1 hour is now sort of in this horizontal area. When this does happen, and we do see both of them turn progressive, and then the price dumps down quite aggressively to these volume weighted ATR bands here, then essentially it means that there's a really nice potential bounce in terms of a long position we could be taking advantage of. Okay, so that's sort of what I'm going to be looking for here on the short-term time frame, the micro here today. It's a very clean position, I do believe, because you can see we've got the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and also you can see the level of support that we do have from this zone in previous price action. Okay, the previous price action I'm referring to in terms of momentum here, guys, is very strong. Okay, it's 3% there. You can see from this area we've got another 2.46% there. And if we're really going to be taking advantage of this, what I'm going to be looking for here is just a smooth move. First TP up to the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and then also second TP up for that 1%. Okay, and it's basically just going to be bouncing off this level and these levels coming through here. And you can see, as again on the RSI, guys, if we do see a dump to the downside, if we do see this this chart pattern actually play out, this bear flag, then I wouldn't expect falling off an absolute cliff here. I would expect just a little bit of momentum, and then just a nice big bounce, well, not a huge bounce, but a 1% bounce to the upside. And that's going to be a price of around 64,400 up to around 65,000, so $600 price move there. Definitely something that's very interesting to be looking out for today. Now let's look at what do you know, the volume weighted moving average Fibonacci bands here, guys. These are very important, and you can see we're actually on the lower side of the band. So let me get rid of a lot of the other noise on the chart right now so you can all see it. There we go. You can see that we actually have been continuously testing these bands all the way from the top side to the bottom side here, and you can see actually the support on the bottom side is very, very, very strong. Okay, so that does bring me back to our potential long position that we're looking for today. If, again, we need to be an if this bull flag scenario plays out to the lower side here. If that is going to happen, guys, what do you know? It's going to be a test of this lower Fibonacci moving volume weighted moving this volume weighted moving average Fibonacci band, okay, and that is going to be down at around 64.5. So what I sort of would expect here is to come down, test this area, test it with quite a lot of conviction, may I say. Maybe not breaking lows here at 64.4, maybe breaking lows, but what we're really looking for here, guys, is that wick to the downside and then a candle body close above that Fibonacci band, and also above the major level of support on the lower side, and the volume weighted ATR bands that we were just looking at there, guys, the volume weighted average true range bands, that's come down to this sort of area as well. So yeah, very, very nice position, I would be saying here, guys, for a very, very nice long position for Bitcoin to be looking out for the day. And again, you got another bullish divergence there to be looking out for there. But yeah, overall, that's what I would say about the short term. Let's move across to the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin. And if you're just joining us, guys, I'm streaming every single day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell on. You're never going to miss when I'm live. Good stuff. And we got Rory, the rolling robot, saying, "When Lambo?" I've got subtitles bar on my screen that I can move around. Anyone else have this? I'm sure. Maybe it's an update for YouTube. Not too sure. But yeah, let's carry on with the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin, and let's get into what we can sort of be expecting here for the 4-hour time frame here for Bitcoin. I mean, we have been talking about this for quite a while. I'm just going to have some tea quickly if it's not too hot to drink. That's a mistake. Too hot. Yeah, what we have been talking about for quite a while here is this bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. And let me just get rid of some indicators so it's a lot more visually appealing for you guys to be understanding what I'm talking about here. There we go. So you can see it's a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend. Okay, and that essentially means it's a bullish pennant chart pattern, which usually means continuation to the upside. Okay, so what we could be looking for here is a potential break to the upside if Bitcoin is going to head in that direction. Okay, and that will still be in my sort of macro prediction, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you don't know what my prediction is for Bitcoin right now, it's basically just to play around in this range, okay? And the range that I'm talking about is going to be from 59,000 to the all-time high around 73.8 to be exact, okay? So this is the area that I do expect Bitcoin to just sort of play around in until the halving has commenced. Once the halving has commenced, then I would expect upside. I really, really would. But right now, I think it's not smart for massive institutional buys to be buying Bitcoin right now with the previous data that we have seen in terms of what happens with the halving, either sideways or a dirty, filthy dump to the downside, okay? So in terms of a smart buying decision right now for institutions, it's not very smart, okay? So that's why we're kind of seeing the price sort of flatline, sort of range in this sort of area for a while. But again, guys, if the price does dump down, what the institution's going to be doing, they're going to be buying the hell out of this asset, okay? They have been buying every single dip here really aggressively, very aggressively. Now BlackRock owns over 1% of Bitcoin here. So yes, slightly getting getting more worrying there, but overall, that's what I would think. I would expect just sideways action for the next sort of, and when I say sideways action, guys, I'm talking a range of literally like 20% here for this asset. So it's still very, very, very tradable. We're still going to be trading the micro trends and massive chart patterns, etc. But yeah, very key areas to be looking out for there right now is that range. But after that, the goddamn moon is on the cards, okay? But yeah, let's talk about this symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of this uptrend, which makes it a bullish pennant chart pattern, which does mean continuation to the upside. Okay, so let's just break that down for a second, because the measure move for this, guys, is actually something along the lines of this right now, and that would, well, not unfortunately, but it would actually bring Bitcoin up to the level of around 82. Yeah, $82,000. Obviously, depending on where we're going to break here, if we are going to break to the upside for now, I probably don't think we are. And if we do break to the upside, I think it probably will be a trap and we will get rejected at all-time highs again, which is absolutely fine for us to do that, guys. As I said, I would predict this range to be this range here to be respected for a considerable amount of time, probably another 2 weeks or so coming into this halving. Now, in terms of more of a micro sort of prediction here for Bitcoin, what I do want to go into is a few more indicators here, because there is a really key area that I want to reference to you guys here. And just quickly, we've got the VRVP here, and you can see the key point of validity here being volatileness. I can't say the word validity. Maybe that's right, maybe not. But the point of control here is at this area, and that's a very strong area for resistance, just for you guys to be aware of there. Now, volume weighted ATR bands, very, very important stuff. This is my next big trade for Bitcoin, guys. So if you want to take notes on this, this is the next big move, and that's why I have an alert set here. The next big move that I'm going to be capitalizing on here for this asset. Okay, so that is going to be a move from the volume weighted ATR band on the daily here, and it's going to be a bounce. Okay, it's going to be a considerably large bounce, if I may add, to the upside, probably up to around $65,000 again. And if you look at previous data for this strategy, guys, if we break this volume weighted ATR band with conviction to the upside, the first bounce is usually quite aggressive. Okay, usually quite aggressive to the upside. Got a second bounce there, and then you've got, where are we? And then you break to the downside. Okay, and that usually happens, but the first bounce that we usually see after breaking with conviction to the upside is the right volume weighted ATR band, correct? Yeah, it's the right one. But yeah, that is usually very, very, very strong. Okay, it's usually very, very strong. So you can see here we broke to the upside, didn't get the conviction that we were looking for, continuous candles to the upside. So we're going to be using this as the example here. Massive moves to the upside, a lot of conviction. First bounce here, really, really, really nice and strong. Okay, so essentially what we're looking for here in terms of live price, that's going to be a 10% move here. And again, guys, massive move to the upside. Is that the wrong? Yeah, that's the wrong volume with ATR band. Yeah, we bounced here. So just coming down here, didn't clear it with any conviction, guys. Gonna get the data here from Bybit? No, we're not, unfortunately. Yeah, it is what it is. But essentially, on the Bitstamp chart, this tends to usually play out really, really, really well here. So yeah, that's going to be the next big move that I would say here for Bitcoin that I'm going to be capitalizing on, and that's going to be around $63,000 up to around 65. Okay, and that's why I've got alerts set in there. One thing that is concerning is we have had a bearish crossover here on the directional movement index, guys, and this ADX, this little pink line here, this essentially insinuates how strong the trend is, which is unfortunately quite worrying. Okay, this is quite worrying, worrying right now. It's a tongue twister. Worrying right now. As you can see, we've had that bearish crossover. You can see here that we have got the ADX really, really, really high here. This is insinuating that the bearish trend is going to continue, and it is really, really quite strong. Now, just playing on that range that we were talking about earlier, guys, I would expect 58,000 is probably the lowest that we're going to see here for Bitcoin. But in the meantime, we will see a nice big bounce up to around 65, maybe testing it a few times after that first initial bounce, and then continuation to the downside if we lose this level. Okay, the level that I am referring to here, guys, is the lower side of the symmetrical triangle chart pattern. Okay, and that is going to be sat around 59 to around 61, and you can see the support that we do get on this zone. Really, 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 really quite strong. So that's another level of conviction that we can be looking for here for this nice move for Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, so that is going to be Bitcoin here on the midterm time frame. Any other things I want to go through? Maybe a bit of Fibonacci. Yeah, we can have a look at Fibonacci retracements here, because from the all-time high, guys, you can see all-time high here for Bitcoin. We're actually testing the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement right now. We have had quite a lot of candles close above it, which is a bullish sign, but we're just not really finding that support that we would have hoped for, that we have seen in previous price action here for this asset. So you can see here massive support, you can see here massive support, again massive wick, still big support, lovely bounces from this area. And my mouse is frozen. Oh no, there we go, we're back. So yeah, massive areas of support from this zone. And hey, we have had a bit, and that's why we're sort of flirting with the idea of staying above this area. But unfortunately, guys, you know what happens when you test a certain level for so long, and that's essentially what we're doing here. We're consolidating on that level. It can't exactly hold us forever. Unfortunately, if you're carrying a dumbbell in the gym, you can't hold that dumbbell forever. No matter how heavy it is, if it's 1 kg, you can't hold it forever because you're going to get tired eventually. So that's essentially what this is what is happening right here with this. It's getting tired, and it's looking like it is going to break. Okay. So that's definitely an area to be looking at in terms of a level of concern. Okay. And that's going to be at 0.236 Fibonacci retracement. Moving on to the macro here for Bitcoin. Again, you can see we are currently on this trend line, which is very valid in terms of support and resistance. You can see here massive areas of resistance. I'm talking big dog dumps there, and also on this side as well. And you can see in terms of the live price for this asset, we're currently literally sat on that trend line right now. So it's a big question as to are we going to be holding it? Are we going to be losing it? If we lose it, I probably would expect, again, like I said previously, guys, is the volume weighted ATR band on the daily for a potential bounce point. We bounce up from there. It's going to be looking really quite clean, quite nice, and that's the move that I'm looking for Bitcoin overall. It does line up with major support levels as well. And also, guys, if we just want to look at market structure for a second here, the market structure higher low that is currently confirmed, okay, which essentially, if you're looking at market structure for sort of a biased onto which direction the trend is, it's a very good idea to be measuring the most recent higher low, and if we invalidate that while setting new lower highs. Okay, so this is what I'm sort of looking for here. If we break 58.9 to the downside, which in my opinion pretty unlikely unless we do see some sort of black swan event coming through. For example, if we jump to CoinMarketCap for a second, you can see just in the US government transfers 30,000 Bitcoin worth 2.1 billion from seized from Silk Road to Coinbase. So for example, if they decide to sell $2.1 billion worth of Bitcoin, then obviously we're going to see a massive dump. Okay, we're going to see a massive dump. So on these circumstances, market manipulation again, that's sort of what we can expect there if certain things are going to be happening. But in terms of traditional markets, in terms of traditional trend, getting a sort of a bias on the direction of what we could be looking for here, higher lows are the way to go. Now, yeah, definitely an area to be watching out for. There is 58.9 for a potential bounce point as well there, guys. We can see that is the conviction point that we have seen, sending us all the way back up to all-time highs there for Bitcoin. So very exciting to be holding this area. Now, if we don't hold this area and for some strange reason the US government decide to sell all that Bitcoin, which would be a stupid decision considering we're coming into the biggest bull run in history. We've got areas here, guys. You've got the 3-day, the 12-hour, and the weekly volume weighted ATR band currently sat around 49.50. Yeah, probably like, we'll say $50,000 to around $47,000. And again, that will be the lower side of this chart pattern as well, guys. So you can see we do have massive levels of support here in terms of momentum for this asset, okay? Again, when we test it continuously, test it. That's the wrong tool. There we go. We can break it to the downside. Absolutely fine for that to happen, guys. Right now, we've tested it. Momentum is actually growing from this area. So if we do come down to here, guys, I would just expect a massive pump back up to the upside, and institutions will just be buying this asset up again. Would not be shocked at all. So again, if we do lose 58.9 from not black swan, but a big sell-off event, then it's very likely that we don't actually lose 47.48. We might lose it for a brief moment, but it's very unlikely that we stay below that area and have some sort of crazy reversal in the trend for a considerable amount of time. I really don't think that's going to happen, and I would be just using this as a layering your order sort of scenario, guys. You can see I've got this here orders laid out through here, ready just for a massive move to the upside if we ever get down here. Just looking at the chat again. Yeah. Please check XEC eCash. It has halving in 7 days. When can it pump? Yeah, we can check XEC. I'm calling a 38k wick. That'd be crazy, man. Redump orders set below 40k or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I've got orders sat around this sort of area here, and I will be trailing these up continuously as these volume weighted ATR bands continues to rise here. So yeah, very strong conviction point, and it is the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement area here for the all-time high for this swing lower, the bear market as well for Bitcoin. It's a very important level for us to test if we do come down and test it. But yeah, I don't expect us going any lower than this. Maybe again for a short period of time, but not continuously. Not in terms of a macro trend. I really don't. Good stuff. And again, yeah, if we do invalidate this high low, the next high low is all the way down at 38k. I mean, for us to get to 38k after seeing such institutional volume here, it's very unlikely for that to happen. But again, if you do come down to this area, huge buying area. Sell your house, sell your dog, all of that good stuff. Don't do that. I'm only playing with you. But yeah, definitely an area to be looking out for there as well for Bitcoin. Let's look at the money flow here for Bitcoin. Again, still, it's a bit choppy, guys. We want nice, smooth money flow, like you can see here. Really nice, smooth, bullish money flow, and then when it crosses to the other side, we can predict a bit of downside here, which is really nice. Unfortunately, we haven't really seen that smooth money flow. It's a bit too choppy. Excuse me. So you can't really be using that as a good piece of data right now. But unfortunately, it does look just genuinely bearish is what we are seeing here for the money flow for Bitcoin right now. And again, on the Vortex indicator, it's still a bit choppy. We have had 1, 2. We've just had our third cross. We will have our third cross in 17 hours here if the price currently stays where it is. And from what I know here, I think that it is a bullish cross to the upside. No, it's actually a bearish cross to the upside, guys, which is a bearish sign, which does insinuate a bit more downside here for the old BTC, which again, absolutely fine, guys. I would expect us to come down here. We are just having a bit of a bearish week. It's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. I would even expect coming down to 61,000, 62,000. Coming down to this volume weighted ATR band around 62.8 is very likely here. So yeah, definitely an order area for long positions here for Bitcoin. That's gonna be my next big trade here. My next big trade is gonna be 62.8, 62.9, maybe to 63, all the way back up to this Fibonacci. It's gonna be worth around 3.91% there. Very good stuff there for Bitcoin. But yeah, let's go into some. I did want to just check on the CCRSI indicator, guys. You can see this indicator, let's go to the strategy tester quickly, is very profitable. You can see 74% profitable. Really good stuff. Really consistently profitable over a very long period of time here. So what we're looking for now is essentially we've just flipped long on this indicator, guys. We've just flipped long, which is a bullish sign. But unfortunately, with this indicator, you can be underwater for a considerable amount of time before coming back. So it's not like a 100x long crazy position. It's more just a be patient, wait, more of a spot trade scenario, 1 or 2x, well not 1x but 2, 3, 4, 5x if you've got the margins there, and so you're not going to essentially get liquidated if we swing. So yeah, you can see here this was not like a massive loss, but still a loss. I think it was like a 3% loss compared to the cleaner trades that we do have that does send up to like 10%. Okay, so what we're looking for here, and you can see previous to that, that was pretty much a break-even trade. Really nice move to the upside there as well. Another pretty much break-even trade. Nice move to the upside there as well. You can see really clean, nice clean trade there. Definitely pretty much a break-even there. Bullish trade there. Bit of a bullish trade there as well. So yeah, this indicator, you can see it is it does predict really nice clean moves, but sometimes you can be underwater for a little while here in these positions. So the reason why I'm saying this right now, guys, is essentially because we've had a little dump down. Okay, we're currently long in this position from 66. It's absolutely fine, not worried. And we're likely to actually have downside here, and then we're going to bounce and see us return to those sorts of 70k areas, as we just have discussed here on the the midterm time frame. That giant range that I think we're in, 70,000, 73,000 to around 59,000 is very, very predictable. See, Kevin, long time no see, since 2021. Let's see, I actually remember your name, Kevin, as well. That's fascinating. What, 3 years ago now? Yeah, nice to see you back, man. But yeah, I'm still here, still going, still ticking. Yeah, it's gonna be a good bull market, man. Biggest bull market in history. It's gonna be unbelievable. But yeah, just wanted to cover that for the CCRSI. And if you guys are interested in this indicator, just drop me a little message on Telegram, and I will sort you out. Let's do some on-chain stuff. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance quickly. Nothing too crazy for Bitcoin dominance, guys. You know where I stand at this. We're gonna probably lose this level after we see the halving happen, and when we see that happen, it's gonna be a massive breakdown for the Bitcoin dominance, and essentially that means that your altcoins are gonna begin to move on their own, which is gonna be very, very profitable for our bags there. Now, in terms of CME gaps, we do still have a CME gap to be filled at around $64,000 here. Currently sat around 66 here on the CME chart. So yeah, a little bit of a downside to expect here, and that would basically just fill us all the way down to around the volume weighted DTR band on the daily, which is absolutely fine, guys, because you know we're going to be longing the hell out of the asset from that point. So yeah, I would expect BTC to have a bit of a dump. And again, just looking at the short-term micro position here for Bitcoin, it is going to be a 1% move today from 64,400 up to around 65,000. The level looks pretty good. Yeah, let's talk altcoins. Let's do some altcoins. I'm going to do some videos here on Sushi Swap today. I'm going to do, and I'm going to do Render. But before I do that, I'm going to have a look at eCash there for. Who was that for? That was for Harsh. Wish I got it on the watch list. No, I don't. It's strange. eCash, EEC. I need to really get I've got so many watch lists, and I need to really get them all in one place for the stream. Different strategies and stuff like that. And Mr. Miles has been lurking away today. Yeah, it's a little bit of Casper there, man. We can have a little look at Casper. I'm not going to do a video on it because did a video last week. I was trying to wait like 2 weeks between assets to be doing altcoin updates, but yeah, we can do another one potentially next week for Casper. Actually, that video did really well actually compared to a lot of videos. I think it cleared maybe 1,000 views on that. So yeah, good stuff. eCash right now is in an ascending triangle chart pattern. Okay. Ascending triangle chart pattern, which is bullish, and you can actually expect a potential break to the upside for this asset. Now, one thing that I would unfortunately be worried about here, guys, is going to be the volume weighted ATR bands, and you can see they're basically having a party up here. Basically having a party up here, which is unfortunately, as you say, very bearish for this level. And when you do see us come up and test these areas when they are in this stance together, it's usually very, very bearish, and we do see heavy resistance to the downside. Okay, so if you do see a massive breakout to the upside here, please be aware you will come straight the hell back down very, very quickly. The move isn't going to be 35%. It's more likely to be 13%, maybe even a bit less than that, 6-7%. But hey, still a move nonetheless. Yeah, definitely something to be looking forward to there for this asset. Overall, nice bullish stance, looking really, really good. Currently testing the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement. So ideally, you want to see a candle body close, a daily candle body close like that, and then you might see a bit of momentum for this zone to the upside, because the last time, pretty much every time you've seen a candle body close above this zone, apart from this one here, and that's obviously after multiple tests to the downside here, you obviously dump. But you can see momentum. Very likely to see momentum here. So yeah, looking pretty bullish overall, I would say, for eCash. I don't really know that much about their halving coming up in 7 days' time. So I mean, that's likely to do something for the price in a bullish sense, but if it is, it might just be like a sell the news scenario, buy the rumors, sell the news. So if you do see a lot of bullish momentum up to that point, get ready for a sell-off at the actual halving for this asset. Don't FOMO in. You will get wrecked. Let's do Sushi Swap. Do a video on Sushi Swap. Yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, Mr. Mars. What do you think of Axler? Axler? Can't read that well, but I can trade. Yeah, Axler. Maybe we'll have a look at that. Could be the next Solana. Is it layer 1? Because I'm going to be intrigued if it's a low cap layer 1 altcoin, because I'm buying them right now. big opportunity there. I was planting mango seeds, didn't notice you went live. What a life you live in the tropics. I've got Chris on the stream as well. Nice to see you on the stream there. 4 days to get to go new moon, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, I actually tried to plant some mango seeds before. Didn't work. Pretty annoying, is what it is. You got to wait a long time for the seeds to like germinate and stuff, right? But yeah, anyway, let's do a video on sushi. Bit of sushi swap. I'm here today to give you an update on Sushi Swap. We're going to be going through sushi from a market structure perspective, a technical analysis perspective, and then we're going to be going into some price predictions to see how high this asset could be going over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long here, so we're just going to go straight into the market structure for this asset. As you can see, we do have higher lows, and the most recent higher low that we have for this asset is actually at around $1.30. That will be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement area as well, if you can just see there. And that is going to be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement from this current high for this asset in this current bull market, okay? What does that tell us, guys? It tells us that in terms of the live price, there could actually be a price fluctuation of around 16% to come down and test this area. If that is going to happen, hey, it's absolutely fine. As long as you hold this area in terms of support and bounce up to the upside, then you're still going to be in a nice bullish trend here, okay? So if you are holding this right now, then please be aware there could be a swing of around 16% to the downside. In terms of a buying area for this asset, guys, that is like God mode buying area, especially if you can hold it for support, because you can see the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement here basically tells you that if you hold that and you bounce to the upside, it's the confirmation you're going to have continuation of the trend. You're currently testing the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement, which is holding support, and you do have momentum from this area. Previously, it was worth around 28%, so you could be looking at around half of that, around 14% there. Absolutely fine, absolutely feasible for that to be happening. I would like Bitcoin to bounce to the upside for that to happen. But right now, worst case scenario, you dump down to around 1.3, and that is going to be the perfect buying opportunity for this asset. I do just want to go into this quickly because you can see really nice trend line. So a breakout scenario that you guys can be looking for here for this asset is going to be around this area here, okay? That's going to be around $1.76. If you do see a break from that zone, that is going to be a really nice move to the upside here. And it's probably going to consist of something along the lines of this, okay? It's going to consist of something along the lines of this, and you can see the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement as well. It's basically all lining up for this perfect break to the upside, okay? That will be worth around 22%. So if you don't fall down and come down to this previous higher low, then it's very likely you see a lovely break to the upside here, and then you start tapping highs. If you break this high, guys, one thing you need to take into consideration here is this most recent higher low, okay? The most recent higher low, not confirmed, okay? It's not confirmed. You can see this red dotted line here. This is the low point for the current trend in the most recent pullback, and that is currently down at $1.49, okay, $1.49. So you actually need to confirm this. If you can confirm this, that's going to be a lot more bullish for you. So the bullish signs that I would be looking out for here for sushi is to clear $2.15 and confirm this higher low, okay? Let's look at some volume weighted ATR bands quickly, because it's very important in these areas, guys, because the volume weighted ATR bands, you can see they seem a little bit reductive. They are slowly coming down here, which is unfortunately a bearish sign. You want them in the progressive stance here when you are seeing moves to the upside, and then you clearly will bounce off them in terms of resistance, but you can essentially trade to the upside with them. So that's sort of what I would be looking for there for these volume weighted ATR bands. That's the volume weighted average true range, guys. Right now we are seeing them come into more of a digressionary stance, which is a bearish sign. Okay, so just be aware for that. And what I'm talking about there, guys, is when they're in the progressionary stance, you can see you can trade along them to the upside really, really, really cleanly. Okay, so if we do see the price action do come up something along the lines of that, then it's very likely we see the same thing happen with these volume weighted ATR bands, and then we can expect this scenario over again. Very nice stuff. Let's look at the RSI on the macro here, the daily, and let's see what we're looking at. You can see straight away we do have a hidden bullish divergence, guys. Hidden bullish divergence, it means continuation to the upside. But when that was confirmed, it was back on the 20th of March, so like 10 days ago, 14 days ago, something along the lines of that. So we can expect ideally some upside to be had there. But again, guys, worst case scenario, we come down, we lose this level of support, and we basically test the Fibonacci on the 0.5 and also the most recent higher low for this asset. Now let's get into a potential price prediction for this asset, referencing previous all-time highs, and see basically how high this asset could go over the next sort of 6 to 12 months or so, and then we're going to be looking at a key buying area for that. Okay. While this is loading, sushi is currently trading at $1.56. And the all-time high that we do have over on CMC, baby, is currently at $21.50. Believe that when I say it, $21.50. So if we're using that as sort of a bias of how high the price could go in this next potential bull market, guys. Well, we're in a bull market, but the next crazy alt season, let's do a price range to $21. What was it, $21.50? Right, yeah, $21.50. Let's see how much money you could make just from holding this asset, buying this asset now, and holding it for the next 6 to 12 months. We do have higher all-time highs here on Bybit. We're just going to do $21.50. It's going to be a 1,284% to the upside, just around a 13.8x to the upside, guys. So if you are to get in here with $1,000, you're going to be walking away with around $13,800 on the basis that we hit all-time highs from the last season. Okay, and what do we know? Usually, mostly, every single goddamn time, most bull markets, guys, what happens is we usually overtake the previous all-time highs. What happens? We break all-time high levels, and then we essentially keep going until the bull market would end, and we find our next high for the new cycle. Okay, so this is just a price prediction up to that previous all-time high. So if we're using that as sort of a base, we could be looking at even a 15x for this asset, guys, and that will put sushi at around $23.50. Okay, a 15x on your investment. So yeah, there is still some very underpriced altcoins out there, and this is essentially one of them. I would really expect this asset to be very, very bullish over the next 6 to 12 months. In terms of a quick buying area for this asset, just want to reiterate, guys, before we end the video here, it is going to be my next buying point for this asset. I mean, you can buy now; it's absolutely fine to do that. But one area that I really would be buying a lot more is going to be the higher low points, and that's going to be $1.30, and also coming down to around 90 cents as well. These are huge buying areas for this asset, and you will make tons of cash if you buy at these areas. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Make your own decisions. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be buying. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're holding Uniswap or you're looking to buy Uniswap. And if you like the content, smash a like. And if you never want to miss one of my uploads, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Turn that bad boy on, and you're never going to miss one. Simple as that. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much. Peace. See you in the next one. Yeah, so that's the Uniswap video. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Let's jump to the chat quickly while I have some tea. AXL is not a low cap, but can turn into a leader in the market. Binance just listed it recently. Okay, let's have a little look on CMC, Kevin. AXL, right? Yeah, $1 billion market cap. I think Solana's at like 80 billion. So yeah, if you're comparing the two, that's still an 80x. Let's have a little look. Chester, I'm in the Mediterranean climate, not tropical. I'm right on the edge of what mangoes can tolerate. Okay. Yeah, we do have a couple mango trees. Maybe not in. No, we do have some in Thailand. I have seen some in Thailand, but more in Cambodia. So I don't know whether it's like the humidity, the climate that they like, but yeah, growing up in England, living here now, it's like just wouldn't change it for anything, man. The climate here is so much nicer. Okay, so all-time high is $2.37. Excuse me. Currently on a nice little pullback here. Overall, if this is going to be layer one, then yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Fully diluted is 1.8 billion. How about something like Fetch AI with the AI narrative? Yeah, I need to do my research into AI coins. Like I've done a little bit, but I really haven't done that much as I should do. And real world asset coins, they're meant to do really, really well. And again, I still need to do a lot more research into them. I have been like sick over the last couple of weeks, like not great, but yeah, I am undereducated in that new space, if you will. So yeah, need to get more educated there. But yeah, you're on the right track, Rory. I have a lot of I'm in a few like insider groups and stuff like that, and they are all saying about real world asset coins, and also I've heard Fetch AI a lot as well. So yeah, I would be bullish on well, real world asset coins, not coin, but more because there's going to be a few of them, right? Yeah, I would be very bullish on them for sure. From what I've seen so far, I haven't really done my research into it. Maybe is it HSBC, the bank? They release one. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. That's something that I heard, but yeah, maybe. Anyway, but yeah, you must miss the dark skies and foggy nights of England. Absolutely not. Absolutely, I must say it's very very hot in Thailand here at the moment. It's a bit too hot, right? It's like 38 degrees in the day. It's too much. It's probably when my throat's all playing up as well because gotta have the air cons on all the time. But yeah, let's do another video here. Let's do. I wanted to do render. A little bit of render, and yeah, I'm gonna be breaking this down and recording a nice video for the channel here, guys. Yeah, if you're just joining us, guys, we stream every single day, Monday to Friday. Didn't yesterday because I was sick, but usually every single day, Monday to Friday. This is interesting because it is actually already broken all-time highs, which is very bullish, may I say. I'd like to know some more information on the utility of this coin. CPU rendering network built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. Oh yeah, I've read about this before. Interesting. Very interesting. Don't know that much about it, but it's a cool concept here. CPU computing power with mining partners will rent their CPU capabilities out. As I said, I'm not a dev. Don't really know that much about it, but yeah, it's Siki means he ran out of tea. I actually have run out of tea at the moment. Not all tea, but I have like different tea routines every day. So I'm out of chamomile tea, which is my evening tea. Could be more English if I tried, right? But yeah, let's get into this. On can't really do a massive price prediction for this, but currently at $3 billion market cap in this market, probably would say maybe 7. We'll say a 2x on this is very very feasible coming into alt season. So yeah, let's get a video going. Yeah, you're completely right, Rory. I've cleaned the air cons many times. I did think of like a cool invention would be to like the filters that you pull out of air cons. If you could like put like a gel layer or something over that, and then it could still filter the air, of course, but it'd put like a nice smell in the air, so you wouldn't need air fresheners or any of that stuff. I think it'd be quite a cool little project or little product. I don't know if they do that already for air cons, but I don't see them here, and if I saw one, I would buy one. Have your house smelling of lemon and stuff all the time. That'd be pretty nice, right? But yeah, anyway, let's move on. Let's do a video on a render. Aircon is so British. What are you, like, the AC unit? Kevin, Chester is the best. Appreciate it, man. Be cool like us Americans and call it an AC. It wasn't an American accent, right? It was pretty. But yes, you nailed it. Hilarious. Right. Anyway, let's do this video. Can't go into the video laughing, Mr. Miles, man. Come on. Terrible, right? I'm here today to give you an update on Render RNDR. We're going to be looking at Render from a technical analysis perspective, looking at market structure, looking at some key indicators, some very important buying levels that we can be looking at, and essentially looking for a potential price prediction that we can be expecting over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So not going to keep you guys too long here. Just want to get straight deep down and dirty into the charts. So what are we seeing right now? Okay, the most recent confirmed higher low for this asset is currently sat around $9 and $9.18. Okay, currently trading at $9.40 here on quite a significant pullback, may I say? Quite a significant pullback, which is absolutely fine because we are slapping all-time highs for this asset most recently at around $13.67. So on a bit of a retracement of around 33% here, which is absolutely fine, guys, because usually when we smash all-time highs, we usually retrace back down to them. Okay, so what I would say here is unfortunately, looking at this chart, guys, you can see it's in the parabolic motion to the upside. Okay, when we see a parabolic motion like so, unfortunately, it means that usually we have quite strong corrections, okay? The correctionary period that I would probably expect here, unfortunately, coming into this, into the Bitcoin halving, into the markets probably having a bit of downside because we have seen a lot of upside here. We do have the most recent high low currently priced at, as I said, $19.16 there. Now, unfortunately, it's very likely that we lose this. Okay, it really is very likely that we lose this and see lower prices of, I wouldn't say the next higher low because that is priced at around another 50% decline from where you are now. But I would say at least coming down to around $8 and $8.20 there. Okay, and if that is going to happen, quite likely it will happen here, that is going to be your buy zone. Okay, that is going to be your buy zone for this asset. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This is definitely a point to be looking out for there. If we look at previous all-time highs, you can see we were back at $6.66 there, and you can see we actually set previous all-time high at this level before. So it's definitely a point to really be looking out for there for a potential buying area for this asset. Okay, now in terms of referencing the market cap to where we're currently at, it's currently at $3.5 billion market cap for Render. If we are sort of doing a price prediction, and this is going to be a reserved price prediction coming into this next alt season, guys, for this to be at an all-time high already, considering it's already been, that's the wrong thing, considering it's already been at all-time highs and it's already been through a couple of cycles here, then it's very intriguing to see this breaking all-time highs at this point in time, guys, because a lot of coins haven't even touched maybe 40-50% to where they're supposed to be on previous all-time highs from the previous bull market. Okay, so for us to see it at this level, I would be very confident. Okay, I'd be very bullish, very confident compared to a lot of other coins. Okay, so one thing that I would say about Render, if we're doing sort of a reserved price prediction for the next sort of 6 to 12 months, I'd say at least a 2x, guys. I would say at least a 2x, and that I'm purely basing that on it being a $7 billion market cap and the fact of what is done throughout the last year compared to other altcoins, and the fact that we haven't seen a lot of retail capital, the influx of retail capital coming into the altcoin sort of market just yet. We're not really in that massive alt season phase. I would expect a coin like this to at least 2x, okay? I mean, some coins like EOS, we're still looking at a 10x, right? So a 2x for this asset being priced where it currently is completely achievable in my opinion, okay? Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, all that good stuff. Now, again, the buying area for this asset would be at around $8.09. Going into a bit more TA here, guys. Just want to break this down. I'm going to be drawing in a pretty strong trend line from this area here, guys. We're getting as many touches as possible there. And you can see the momentum is actually quite strong from that point, okay? And what do you know? It does line up pretty nicely with our potential buy zone there. So again, another point to be looking out for there. Let's get in some automatic Fibonacci retracement, and let's see what we're working with there as well. Is that even... No, it's not going to show on the chart today. Good stuff. Well done, TradingView. You've sweeted me there, mate. Cheers, mate. Maybe if I go down a time frame. What do you know? There we go. Okay, so we've got a Fibonacci retracement from all-time high. This is a very important point to be looking out for here, guys, because you can see the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement for render is currently priced around $7.44. If we lose this zone, this is the confirmation that we're going to have continuation to the downside, okay? So just remember, if we lose this zone, and what do you know? Again, it's just below our buying area that we're looking for here for render. But if we lose this zone, I would expect downside to the 3-day and the 12-hour volume-weighted ATR band at around $5.89, $5 exactly, okay? So those are the areas for render that I would be looking out for. Overall, but yeah, just to summarize the price prediction for the next 2 months, next 6 to 12 months, to be realistic, guys, looking at around a 2x, okay? Looking at around a 2x for this asset. So if you were to buy from $8, it would be up to around a $16, $16 per coin, and that is going to be around a 2x on your investment. And please, guys, this is conservative. This is very reserved. I'm not going to be blowing the guns here because we are at all-time highs for this asset. I'm just basing this pretty much on going into the next market here. A 2x is very, very achievable for this asset, considering how well it's been doing over the last 6 to 12 months or so, okay? So yeah, that's what I would say about render. Hope you enjoyed the update, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like the content, smash a like on it. And if you never want to miss one of my uploads, make sure you hit the notification bell and make sure you hit the subscribe button. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Peace. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I really didn't know how to end that video then. And for you guys just joining the stream, like I'm recording videos for YouTube but for the other audiences as well, for people that miss the live streams. So yeah, just going to be doing a couple of them today. Actually, one more. But if you are looking for a live stream every single day, I'm your guy. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday, picking apart the charts. Just going to do a little brief Bitcoin summary right now. We did say potentially a nice move to the upside here from this trap zone at the start of the stream. And what do you know? We are currently back at 66,000, guys. Interesting stuff. You can see momentum from this zone. Very, very, very strong. So it's absolutely fine for us to do that. We were hoping for a nice little bit more downside here. If that was going to happen, we were going to be longing Bitcoin around a 1% move here. Very, very nice stuff indeed. Am I really bullish right now? No. Absolutely not. I'm actually bearish on Bitcoin right now, guys. I would expect us to actually have a bit of a move down to the volume-weighted ATR band on the daily, and that would be on the lower side of this chart pattern, okay? And that will be down to prices of around 63,000. When we hit 63K, guys, big longs, okay? Going to be longing the hell out of Bitcoin from that area. Really, really, really nice stuff. But yeah, let's jump to Casper for Mr. Miles quickly. And then we're going to be doing another video. This is a mess. Nice trend line, may I say. You're trending down that trend line very, very nicely. Yes, okay. I would be a micro bearish, unfortunately, Mr. Miles, and the reasoning for that is because we have just crossed the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement with conviction to the downside. the point that I would expect to test here is going to be the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, with also the volume weighted ATR band in a digressionary stance as well on the hourly. I would just expect continuation to the downside here. If you were looking for a short, this would be pretty much a very, very nice move to the downside of around 6% on the cards there. Really, really nice, really, really clean. And yeah, that's what I would expect for Casper on the micro. The macro, oh, you're not gonna like it, bro. You're not gonna actually no. You probably will like it. Yeah, you probably will like it. Okay, so you can see obviously we've got this upward sloping parallel channel here for Casper. We're going to do a trap zone here, and you can see, very interestingly actually, this trap zone is currently where we actually are. So it's intriguing to say the least. Okay, intriguing to say the least, because what I said a second ago on the micro time frame might actually not play out, because you can see the momentum that we do, well, that's predicted from this zone. Okay, maybe it's a little bit higher than that. Maybe we are breaking it. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, we're actually testing that right now, which is very interesting, because it does look very obvious for continuation to the downside if you didn't have that plotted in. So maybe there might be a little move up here actually. Maybe test the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement again. And obviously if you claim that, there is momentum to the upside. And if you claim all that, guys, there is actually going to be a really nice buying area just here. The buying area would actually be worth around 7% to the upside. Obviously major TPs along the way in terms of resistance, 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 resistance. But still, the clean move for Casper right now is going to be around a 4.66% move to the upside from this area if we see a bounce. Okay, if we see a bounce. If we don't see a bounce, then yep, by all means, lovely, lovely short position there, worth around 4%. And guys, may I just say, this asset actually trades really, really, really nicely. Okay, really nicely for compared to most altcoins. And also we do have a hidden bearish divergence as well, guys. Tends to usually mean continuation to the downside. That was confirmed 5 days ago here. So yeah, might have played out already, but a continuation to the downside is absolutely feasible here. So here, Optimist coming through, saying good morning / good afternoon, wherever you're watching in the world. Yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, man. Hope you're having a good day. So your cast video did better than most. Yeah, so no, I just checked. Your cast video didn't do too well. Oh, I'm pretty sure it did. I thought it did like 800 views or 1,000 views. But what I mean is, like, I cover a lot of altcoins. I try and do 3 altcoins a day and then a stream. Some of my altcoin videos will get like 100 views, maybe 80 views. But then some of them, like for example, Gala, I think that did 2.8k views. And what was the other one that did really well? Bitcoin Cash, that did over 2k views. I think 2.9k views actually. So yeah, it's a relative thing. It's a volume game. So yeah, but I think Casper did well. Pretty sure it did well. Yeah, I might be wrong. It's a bull flag sitting on a bull flag. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right there. It is a bull flag sitting on a bull flag. So yeah, there is a nice move there, breaking out of both bull flags from that zone there. But again, another move to the downside is very, very feasible for this asset. On the macro here, guys, if we are going to see that move to the downside play out, there is a level of concern that I want to express to you. Yes, we do have a 4.83% move to the downside from that zone. Very feasible. But also, guys, please remember, this is an upward sloping parallel channel, and the move to the downside is disgusting, dirty, deceitful. Undeniably. It's bad. Okay, it's a bad move. Okay, so if we do lose that area of support, the area that I'm referring to here is going to be this unconfirmed higher low at 11 cents. Yeah, 11 cents 88. If we lose that, then prepare for moles, for the moles to be digging in the ground, because we're going to be falling to the downside very aggressively, I do think. Yeah, a couple of things to be thinking about there for Casper. Chester, changing your stream time? Not essentially. I mean, I have been doing it recently at like 1 PM here, just because I've been trying to get the extra sleep to save the voice. And again, I'm working really late at the moment because I've got international calls and stuff. So not intentionally changing the time. I'm aiming for noon, but we've had a few hiccups here. So yeah, and I do need to can't seem to catch you. I do need to have a little look. Rogue base meme printing millions. Yeah, I've seen a few base memes doing quite well, which is good to see. Maybe the meme narrative is shifting from Solana. We shall see. I mean, it's doing very well in terms of shifting right now. So I think it outperformed it maybe last week or the week before. Yeah, pretty good. But yeah, let's do another video. Maybe Chiliz. We haven't done a video on Chiliz for a while. Chiliz having a nice move. This is a polluted chart. Bear with me. Did I put music on for you guys today? No, I didn't. God, that must have been boring just listening to me. Apologies. God damn. Messed that up. I'm going to be doing this video, and then I'm going to be calling it a day. And the sun is out here, so I might go and get a bit of a suntan. Got to be really careful though, because it's super hot now. So like the UV levels are just next level. Yeah, that's going to be a high break. Did we break the high there? Yes, we did. Fibonacci says we did, so we did. LR says, how is everybody? And I'm well, getting better, but how is everyone else? It's a great question. How is everyone else? Hope you're all doing well. Okay, let's get deep down and dirty into this. Yeah, suntan for me. Well, it's I know that I'm a bit ginger, right? But don't let that deceive you. I can actually get a tan. I don't just burn like a peach. But yeah, it does take me. I have to use SPF 50, which is obviously pretty strong, right? But yeah, I like to sit out there, and I've got a few like money books and stuff like that I like to read. So yeah, reading in the sun is a pretty nice way to break up the day. So zenning the hell out. Right, but yeah, around 5-10 minutes, my skin is pretty sizzling. White boy, hey. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this video. I'm here today to give you an update on Chiliz. We're going to be looking at Chiliz from a technical analysis perspective. We're going to be going into market structure, key buying levels for Chiliz right now, and also potential price predictions that we can be looking out for over the next 6 to 12 months towards the end of the video, which is going to be very, very interesting to see how much money we could potentially making buying Chiliz now and basically just holding it for the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight into this. Not going to keep you guys too long here. So I'm just looking at the market structure for Chiliz right now. That is going to be these lovely yellow lines here, guys. These are actually your higher lows. Okay, these are confirmed higher lows for this lovely uptrend. Now, unfortunately, it does mean that your most recent confirmed higher low, which is confirming this uptrend, is currently priced at around 11 cents, okay? That does mean you can have price fluctuation swings of around 20% to the downside, and you're still going to be in this bullish trend. So please take note of that if you are holding Chiliz now. Don't panic sell if you're dumping down 20%. It's just a natural correction testing that higher low area, okay? So just wanted to reiterate that. The next point that I would like to say here, guys, is the most recent high that we did break here is currently priced at around $16.86. Very, a little bit lower than that, actually. Apologies for the mistake. 82. That is going to be the high that we're looking for Chiliz right now to break to the upside. Once we break that high to the upside, the higher low point that we can be referencing, not yet confirmed, is going to be this area here. Okay, that's going to be 11 cents and 60 there. That basically puts two higher lows very close to each other, which is a very strong level of support that we can be using as a reference point for the future. In terms of a chart pattern, guys, let's look at chart patterns for a second before we go into some really sexy price predictions here. One thing that I would be looking out for here is going to be this, let's get rid of this trend line for a second. This trend line from the high coming down like so. You can see resistance, you can see support, you can see support, you can see support, you can see most recently a nice level of support. Now this is a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend, okay? What does that mean? It basically means it transforms into a bullish pennant chart pattern, okay? A bullish pennant chart pattern usually means continuation to the upside, okay? So that usually means a breakout scenario that we can be capitalizing on. And you can see Fibonacci there as well. We will go into that very, very shortly. You can see this is going to be the measure move up to the upside, okay? That will be breaking highs there, very bullish, and it's going to be worth around 22% to the upside. What I'm looking for here, guys, is going to be support being formed on the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement. If we can get that in confluence with a breakout scenario of this trend line as well, then it's very likely we see a nice move play out to the upside and highs get broken. Overall, market structure looks strong, very, very bullish for this asset. Now let's get into a potential price prediction for this asset over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So for me, the buying area would either be right now, or I would be waiting until, to buy more, I would be waiting until 11 cents 2 to be the low, and you can see Fibonacci 0.5 there as well. This is going to be the essential strategic buying area for this asset to be holding it for the next 6 to 12 months. That's where we're going to be doing our price range from. Let's move on to the all-time highs for Chiliz, and let's see what we're actually looking at here. So let's look at Chiliz on CMC. And you can see currently priced, current market cap $1.2 billion. Okay, so there is room in the tank for growth there. And you can see the all-time high for this asset is currently priced at 64 cents. Okay, 64 cents, and that is very, very, very bullish to see, because if we're pricing at 64 cents, let's do a price range from that crucial buy zone that we were just talking about all the way up to 64 cents. And this will give us essentially a price prediction just aiming for that previous all-time high, and you can see it's a 457% move to the upside. That equates to around a 5.5x on your investment, which is insane, if I may add. So definitely a nice position to be getting into here. Say if you were to invest, like, say $2,000 at this level, or even the level that it's currently at, you're still going to be making, say, $2,000. It's around a 4.6x there. So just under $10,000 there on your investment if you are to get in just at that buy level that I did suggest there. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. You've got to do your own research here. But overall, Chiliz a very, very strong project. Chart looking really, really, really good here. Multiple signs that we're going to be going up. And yeah, I think it's just a really nice, comfy hold over the next 6 to 12 months. And again, just to reiterate, buying area to be looking out for here is going to be 11 cents. But yeah, that's going to be it from me in terms of your Chiliz update. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What area are you going to be buying Chiliz? Did you buy Chiliz last run? Do you currently hold Chiliz? Let me know in the comment section. I'm eager to see. And also, if you like the updates, guys, make sure you smash a like on it. It does help out the stream or the channel tremendously. And also, if you never want to miss one of my uploads, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. All good stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Peace. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, right, god damn. That is a really nice chart, I must say, just to everyone watching on the stream. I think it's a really, really nice chart there. I do see high hopes here for Chiliz. My ginger tea coming through. But yeah, that's what I would say about that. But yeah, guys, that's 1 hour and 12 minutes. I think I'm going to be calling it a day here. I do appreciate you guys watching, and it has been fun. And if you want to watch those videos back, you can. They're going to be uploaded throughout the day today on the channel. And just to reiterate here, for Bitcoin, nearly back at our entry for the CCRSI, which is bullish. We're seeing a nice little move to the upside off the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement. Personally, I'm going to be straight with you guys. Like, I'm bearish right now. I don't see us, like, smashing all-time highs anytime soon. I would expect us to be coming down here and testing the volume weighted CTR band on the daily. I would expect downside, and then I would expect to move from that point, okay? We have tested the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement here for Bitcoin multiple times here, and when you test it multiple times, usually you're going to break it. So yeah, I would be bearish for this asset right now, and bearish for the day, and that will affect your altcoins overall, because Bitcoin dominance is still towering to the upside here. So yeah, just be aware. And also we do have Fibonacci to be not Fibonacci, CME gaps to be filling as well, down at around 63.9. There's many signs here that we're going to have a nice move to the downside very shortly. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Obviously I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Do your own research, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, slap a like on the way out. Does help out the stream tremendously. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you ever so much. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.